Thank you for joining us. I am April Verch. This is my husband, Cody Walters.
Hello, everyone.
We are 2/3 of the April Verch Band. Our third member, Corey Brodsky, lives in Boston, so he's not able to join us tonight. We miss him a lot. We did our first tour with him right before isolation started,
That's
so
right.
really looking forward to getting back out on the road and getting to play more music with him. But we are thrilled to be the featured artists this evening for the Lead Center's new online virtual concert series. And we've enjoyed getting your comments. Some of our family and friends have been sending little messages saying that they'd be tuned in. So, hey everybody. Tonight's concert is made possible by the Lead Center. And so we ask you to please consider making a donation, if you're able to support future online concerts and artists. There's an online link for donations, and it's on the Lead Center Facebook page and also on their website, which is theleadcenter.org. And if you're not familiar with the Lead Center, it is Nebraska's performing arts center. It brings the greatest artists in the world to Nebraska, showcases world-class talent from Nebraska and beyond. We've had the pleasure of playing there twice. The first time in 2011 when we were part of a program called Arts Across Nebraska, playing in different venues and towns. And then in 2014 we were back there and did some outreach, a great program called Science for Sound, where kids were making instruments out of recycled instruments through a program called Bash the Trash, and then we performed with them, which was pretty interesting.
Yes.
There was a lot of bashing going on, and for once it wasn't just from me.
It was loud.
So now here we are at home, and we'll get to some music. We're going to try a tune for you that we've learned during isolation called Hobdye. close banjo, I am going to do something I've never done during a show before and check my phone to see if anyone from the lead center is telling us to adjust anything. We did a tech check the other day to see if everything was good, and inevitably things always change. So they're saying the volume's just a bit low, closer to the mic. Oh, and I should talk louder. Nobody ever tells me that. I'm going to just bring up the input level a bit.
Turn it up.
All right, so I turned up the mic level just a bit. See if that's better, and we'll tilt the capsule up. Hopefully that helps. Thanks for your help, Lauren. Appreciate that. We also wanted to let you know that this is going to stay on Facebook Live, and in order to get like all of us in and for the dancing, we've had to put the laptop at quite a distance, so we can't see your comments as they come in. However, we're going to watch back, so if you have anything to tell us, that'll be our entertainment post-show.
That's right.
All right. Seems like that's better. Excellent. So we're going to dig back in the archives a little bit tonight. When we were putting this set together, we thought, what better time to relearn some stuff we'd sort of forgotten than isolation. So this is a song and a tune called Broken that we recorded in 2013 on an album called Bright Like Gold. And we're going to start with that and then go into one called Arkansas Traveler, the Métis version of Arkansas Traveler from Western Canada. right. I'm going to check to see if sound is better and stay a little closer to this mic. No more comments, so I'm taking that as a good sign. This is our second live stream. We've been doing some online teaching, and a little bit of recording, but our first live stream was back in March, and since then we've invested in a little bit of new gear, so we're able to plug this microphone in, but it's our first time using it and sort of getting used to all of that stuff. So thank you for your patience and for bearing with us. We're going to sing another one for you now. Another oldie, this one from 2011. Some of you might know that I put out a country album, classic country album, last year, which was a dream come true. But back in 2011, I wasn't quite brave enough and ready enough yet to feel like I could tackle that kind of a project. But I was already sort of thinking of those songs in that era, and I tried to write a song that was just a sad old country song. I think Loretta Lynn was probably the inspiration behind this one at the time. And we recorded it back then, and Bobby Hicks played fiddle on it. And I have to be honest as a fiddler and tell you, it always makes me not want to play it. Because it's just so good the way he did it, and I could never do it that way. But we're going to try it for you anyway. And so Lauren says still a little low, so excuse me while I come in for a close-up. My box is below. Hi. Put lipstick on. That was a first during isolation. All right, I gave it like 2 notches up there, so Lauren, you can tell us if that's too much or not. But we'll go ahead and play this one. 1, 2, 1. I wish I could say I know exactly what you mean, but I'd be lying. And I wish I could figure out the things that you have done that sent him a text the other day to check in with him and his wife Kathy, and they're doing okay, hanging in, and we were sure glad to hear that. Looking forward to when we can get together and visit and share a few tunes again. Checking in on Lauren here. No comment, so must not be overloading the system anyway. That's great. Thank you so much for helping us with that. So we're going to play a tune called Farewell Tryon. Joe Blaylock composed this tune. He was laid off in Tryon, Georgia, and making his way back to his home in Alabama. And so when we first learned this tune, we used to kind of play it really fast. And then we found out a little bit more about Joe and the reason he wrote it, and it being a farewell. Our friend Bob actually pointed it out to us, and it made a lot of sense. So we sort of play it in that mood.
Yeah.
You want to start?
Sure.
Tryon. Oh, that doesn't look good. Hey guys, we're back. Oh, sorry about that. We are trying the phone now, and bear with us while we see if everything works. No more fancy mic or lighting set up the right way, but we've got. This is the setup. We've got our steamer contraption out, and we've hooked up our tiny tripod to the steamer, adjusted the height, and we've got my phone in there. So far so good, I think. We're gonna go back and play another tune, and we're really sorry. We worked really hard on getting that just right. So, yeah, thanks for understanding. In case you've just joined us on this second round video, we want to let you know that tonight's concert was made possible by the Lead Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. And due to the current health crisis, the Lead Center made the very difficult decision that a lot of venues have made to cancel the final quarter of their 30th anniversary season. And so that meant a dozen events were canceled. And this was sort of a prime operating period for them, and they're facing hard times like a lot of people, and it's having a huge impact on Nebraska's performing arts. So if you're able to, just consider making a donation to the Lead Center Relief Fund. You can find the link to donate on their Facebook page or on their website, leadcenter.org. Chances are you're at one of those places right now.
That's right.
But your gifts are supporting Nebraska and international artists, and it supports future concerts like this, Lead Live. So every little bit helps. I told my great aunt that on the phone the other day. I said, Aunt Beatty, every little bit helps. And she said, yep, that's what the old lady said when she piddled in the lake. I'd never heard that one before. Maybe it's an Ottawa Valleyism. I don't know. All right, so we're going to do another tune, a fiddle tune for you. We learned this one from this
Giant book.
fabulous giant book. Let's see if I can juggle all of this. The Milliner Koken Collection of American Fiddle Tunes. It's humongous. And our good friend Jerry Carell gave it to us. And it was a gift, a birthday gift a couple years ago, and we love learning tunes from it. And it's a great resource when we hear a tune we like and we're having trouble figuring it out. We're like, wonder if it's in that book.
So we'll go to that book to learn a tune, and we'll figure out the tune we wanted to learn, but on the opposite page, we always end up liking that tune better than the one we had gone to learn originally, so it gives twice every time.
And this one has a name that we love. I don't know a lot of fiddle tunes about vegetables. What? It's true.
It's true, this is called Cauliflower.
from Matthew at the Lead Center, and he said things were going through
Good.
okay, so we seem to be set for now. And
Good.
a huge thanks to Lauren and Matthew that got my panicked, distressed calls about what's happening here, what do we do now, and how do I make this work? And Matthew was like, well, I don't know, maybe it's the computer, try your phone. Good advice, as it turns out. So we're going to do a song for you that is also one from the April Verch Band archives. And when we recorded this one, Cody had kind of just started playing banjo, and he didn't feel like he was ready to play on it, so we had Bob Carlin play banjo on that album, and Bob is just a hero to both of us.
Yeah.
We really look up to him and his music, and we finished practicing this the other day, and I said to Cody, your part reminds me a lot of Bob now. A lot more than it did in 2011, anyway.
A high compliment.
This is called Worth the Wait. It's a long time between now and then. Already counting days to wait. It's not easy, but it's worth the wait. For love this great. And I've been trying to be the best I can. Seems I'm best, babe, when you're holding my hand. That's why I'm counting my lucky stars. This love of ours. I feel like dancing, I feel like making hay, because your love, it shines, it's shining on me every day. Soon we'll gather good things we've sown, this love we've grown. Doesn't matter what might go wrong, you'll still be there, even if it takes too long. Because you love me the way I love you. These things are true. It seems a long time between now and then. Already counting days to wait. It's not easy, but it's worth the wait. For love this I feel like dancing, I feel like making hay, because your love, it shines, it's shining on me every day. Soon we'll harvest the good things we've sown, this love we've grown. Nice mellow song to get back into things now. Settling back down, adrenaline is is not as high. Now that we know that we got things back on, I have to tell you that the strangest thing is I'm looking at you at the phone here, and the laptop, which is how we were videoing before, is there, and it's stuck on a frame of me trying to fix the computer up really close. It's just my face, like looking super panicked, like I might cry, trying to fix it, and it's staring at me. But
Maybe you should change it.
well, would it be okay for me to go over there?
Sure.
Okay. You can intro that one. You can tell them that you learned it just recently.
Yeah, I learned this one about 45 minutes ago. It's one that April had written previously, and it was written for her neighbors when she was growing up, Eldon and Ethel Keel.
Yeah. Ethel, on a recent trip home, Cody and I got married 2 years ago, and they hadn't met, so we went down to Ethel's farm, and she gave us a butter dish that she bought.
Yeah.
She saved up. She was a school teacher. She's in her 90s now. She was a school teacher, and she saved up quarters for as long as she could from her paychecks, and finally bought the fanciest butter dish that she could afford. It was so special to her, and she gave that to us. And she's just a dear, dear soul. The Keels are. I come from a small community, and everybody's, really close, and neighbors feel like family. And so when Eldon and Ethel had their 50th wedding anniversary, I wrote this tune for them. Thanks for covering me. I closed the laptop, and I'm no longer staring at a stressed out picture of April from 15 minutes
That's
ago. All right, Eldon and Ethel. archives and practicing for about 3 weeks. And before we went live, we set everything up, we were warming up, and we just started jamming. And I remembered this one, and we thought, there's nothing like living on the edge. Let's just throw it in tonight. Is that what you thought, or am I speaking for
Yeah,
you?
no, that's exactly what I thought.
We'll find out later. We're going to sing a song we've never performed before. One of the ones we've been practicing, and certainly a familiar song, but it felt really, really like a great song to think about right now with everything that we're all facing. And we love getting your messages, and Tom in Maine sometimes sends me little notes. He listens to Pandora a lot, and when he hears something that he likes on Pandora, he'll write me and say, "You made me smile." And he's come to a bunch of our shows, and is just a really nice guy. And the other day, he sent a note that he'd heard a new song that he liked on Pandora, but he also sent this next song, which has been covered by a lot of artists, and I've forgotten about it. And I started listening. He sent a version that I listened to, and then I listened to a few more, including one that I really loved by the Wilburn Brothers. And so we thought we'd work it up, and I don't know if you're watching, Tom, but if you are, then I hope that you'll enjoy our version. This one was published in 1909 by Edgar Guest. I had to look down at my notes to make sure I got his name right. Edgar Guest, and he actually published it with the title A Creed, but it's now more commonly known as Less of Me. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let me be a little kinder, let me be a little blinder to the faults of those around me. Let me praise a little more. Let me be, when I am weary, just a little bit more cheery. Think a little more of others and a little less of me. Let me be a little braver when temptation bids me waver. Let me strive a little harder to be all that I should be. Let me be a little meeker with a brother that is weaker. Let me think more of my neighbor and a little less of me. Let me be, when I am weary, just a little bit more cheery. Let me serve a little better those that I am striving for. Let me be a little meeker with a brother that is weaker. Think a little more of others and a little less of me. Think a little more of others and a little less of me. The video on YouTube with the Wilburn brothers singing this song is really great musically. But there's a funny little moment when they're standing real close around one mic, and they sing, "Let me be a little meeker with the brother that is weaker," and they sort of give each other a sideways glance, and it cracks me up every single time. How are we doing on time here? Oh. We should probably play the last one.
Okay.
We're over, but we did have a little intermission.
That's right.
And I'm sure at intermission you all went to our website and bought a CD. So we'll end off with some dancing. But first, before we get to that, I want to let you know who's coming up on the Lead Live series, and thank the Lead Center again for having Cody and I as a part of this great online event. They do such a wonderful job always of creating community, and even in these times are continuing to do that, and it means a lot to us. So next week, the amazing Jackie Allen and Hans Sturm, Nebraska's favorite jazz duo, so that's May 15th. And then coming up soon, Irish tenor Michael Londra, who's the famous tenor from Riverdance, will be May 22nd. And humorist Julie Burney and friends will be presenting an interactive conversation filled with comedy and fun. We all need a laugh these days, right? The last Friday of the month, May 29th. So you can find all that info on the LEAD website. Keep tuning in Friday nights, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. And remember to make a donation if you're able to. Yeah, you can find everything you want to know about us at aprilverch.com. We have some merch there. You can sign up for our newsletter if you want to know about other concerts that we have coming up, or when we hit the road again, concerts near you. But we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate your patience. I feel really bad about that whole thing, but I guess it was out of our control. We can take solace in the fact that we did everything in advance we thought we could, and we just thank you for your patience, and hopefully those that weren't able to find us again can view this as saved or something if they're not mad at us. Oh, I don't need my fiddle. I'm going to dance to end things off. I mentioned that I'm from the Ottawa Valley, and this is the Ottawa Valley step dance style that I grew up with and love. And the reason I do it is because my older sister, Tanya, took step dancing lessons, and I wanted to do everything she did. And today, May 8th, is her birthday. And so I would like to dedicate this dance to my wonderful sister, Tanya. And we'll leave you with this. Take care of each other, and thank you.
Bye.